back to my Tech Tutor channel. So today we are gonna be learning 10 array methods of JavaScript. So yeah, please like and subscribe and do leave a comment if you really want videos like this. So let's start this. So first we're gonna be starting with array methods. So yeah, first I'm gonna create this. So right here array methods first. So yeah, and then take our JS file with see okay JS. So yeah, and now here we're gonna be writing our JavaScript. First I'm gonna test it console.log hello. So now we're gonna check this in browser. Okay. Here we can see reload. So the JS file is now test. So now our first method it's gonna be contact. So I'm gonna create one array. So I'm gonna write is 1, 2, 3. With array we can write anything. It's gonna be number. It can be string as well. I'm gonna create second array and it's gonna be new, right? So I write these are the characters from Big Bang. So yeah. Now I'm gonna concat it. So const result equals to, now I'm gonna concat this is, which is our array first dot, and now you can see a lot of methods of array, like there are filter, flat index, so there are so many. So yeah, now I'm gonna use the concat method, and then I'm gonna concat this name. So now console dot log now why we are getting like this name is, so there was something already in this name. So do like this. Yeah, so now the array is concat 1 2 3 Leonard, this is, and this Penny Howard, this is our name. So yeah, all the arrays are concat. So this is our first method. So I think you got this, and now we'll be moving on to our second method. So it's first I will be teaching this after few seconds. So at first we will be writing this push method, is the most used. So now what this push method is, it's suggested from the name that we are gonna add something to our array. So let's start with this. So now I'm gonna write const number equals to 1 2 3 4 and 5, and for this I'm gonna write const result equals to, number is the array in which we really want to add our result. So yeah, I'm gonna write it. With const we can only redeclare the variable once, so we cannot redefine it, so that's why we got that error. So number dot add. Now what we're gonna add, we can add anything. It can be name or it can be anything, okay? So yeah, so now we're gonna see our array, which is X. So I'm gonna write it more clearer when you see our result. So push result is push result is 1 2 3 4 5, and then we get our name in. So yeah, when we push something into our array, it's gonna add in at last. So after 5, we're gonna see that in. So yeah. So now we also want to see what this push function returns. So basically, is the question that can be asked during interviews, like what the push function returns, whether it returns array or what. So yeah, for checking it, we can console.log and then push underscore result. So let me do this. Yeah. So it pretty much gave me the index. So yeah, in which index the result, the desired value is about to add. So the index is defined, is returned by that push function. So yeah, this is the push function. So now we're gonna be reading about our third method, and that is our pop method. So what does this function do, right? So pop method, I'm going to play with the same array, right? So we can have better understanding about it. So we can write number const pop result, pop result equals to number. This is our array, and then pop. It doesn't take any argument, so we do like this. And now we're gonna see how our number looks like. Sorry. So number, and then pop result is, and yeah, now we will get that result. You can reload it. Yeah, so pop result is 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 was our original array, and then after that we added any, and then by using this pop function, the any is removed. So basically pop removes the last value of any array. So yeah, it doesn't take any argument. So now we also want to see what does this pop function returns, right? So for that, what we have to do is console.log and then pop underscore result. So doing this, we get to see what does this pop returns. Yeah. So pop basically returns the value which is about to be removed from that array. So that is any. So we got this. Push returns the index, and that pop function returns the value. So we got this, right? Now is our fourth method, and it is called filter method. So yeah, filter method is also we will be using a lot while doing in the real projects. So yeah, we need to focus on that. Okay. So I'm gonna write const. I think I'm gonna create different array const. So I'm gonna write value is is value value equals to, so 1 2 4 8 17 19 something like. So now these are our is values. So now what do you mean by filter? So filter means it basically filters the data from the array. So how it does it? So first we will be seeing how it works, and then I will explain you. So const, I'm gonna write filter underscore result equals to, now is underscore values dot, I'm about to filter the values. So filter and then we are gonna use this arrow function. So yeah, and then it takes one argument, and that is gonna be is. We can write anything. It can be anything. It can be x. It can be anything. But now I will prefer is. So yeah. Now what this filter function do is it returns. Sorry, it returns is, which is divisible by 2. So I need the a which is only divisible by 2. So now from a's values, only those a's which are divisible by 2 is going to return by that filter function, and then we are going to get the new array. So I am going to print console.log filter result is comma, and then so now what we need to see is only even number from those arrays, right? We're gonna be clearing and then after reloading, yes, 2, 4, 8, and 30. So yeah, pretty much you got the idea. So this filter function, in this case, the values are looped. At first, it will take 1, and 1 modulus 2 equals to 0. So that is false. And then 2 modulus 2 equals to 0, which is true, and then it returns. So that's why all the iterations happen, and then it returns the array. It returns the new array. It doesn't change the existing array, that is underscore value. So yeah, so this is the filter method. So now there's the function which is similar to filter method, and this is our fit method, and that is our find method. Find method is similar to this, just one difference, so we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so const, I'm gonna use that same array. So const find underscore result equals, I'm gonna copy this. So here we will not be using filter. Here we're gonna be using find function is, and now we're gonna get find log find result is comma, and then find result. So now we will see what our result is. So find result is 2. So what just happened? It is similar to filter, but something is different, right? So find does is, when it loops over or when it iterates over this a's values array, it just check one thing, like 1 is divisible by 2. No, that's false. Now 2 is divisible by 2. Yes, that's true. So if it gets one true from that specific array, then it stops. It doesn't iterate over all the thing. If it finds one true, if the one number of that array matches the result, matches the find conditions, yeah, then it doesn't iterate all over it. So that's why we got the 2 as a result. So yeah, it doesn't return array, it returns the value which is true. So yeah, we got it right. So here we got it because 2 modulus 2 equals to 0. So that's why it doesn't iterate all over it once it finds the correct condition. So yeah, so this is find method. We also use this. So now there's one another function. So there's our sixth method. So method is our include method. So what is this? Include something means like whether this value existed in this or not. So it pretty much the name suggests it. So yeah, so let's check out. So now I'm gonna use the same, that is a's values. So const include result equals to is values dot includes, whether it includes something like yes, this or no. So console dot log. Now we're gonna see what our include method result is. result is, comma, include result. So include result is false. So basically include method returns the boolean values that can be either true or false. So since in our age values there's nothing string name called anu, so that's why it returned false. But when I write something like true, now it will return me true. So true. So yeah, we got the idea, right? So now there is our 7 method, and that is slice method. So slice means, let's see, slice pretty much the name suggests is like slicing something from array. So yeah, let's check out slice result equals to, we're gonna be using the same value, same array, age values, the, now we're gonna slice. Now here we have to provide the arguments like from which to which index we want to slice, right? So let's say I want to slice from index 1 to index 3. Okay, we need to see, yeah, console.log slice result is, comma, and then we're writing slice result. So yeah, now this slice method, it counts index 1 but it excludes index 4. So pretty much our is values are this, right? Control C. So our age values are 1, 2, 4, 8, 17, 19, and 30. So I just said it includes this index 1. So since array, the counting is started from 0. So 0, 1. 1 means this 2 is included. 2, 4 is included. 3, which means 8 is included. But 4, index 4 is never included. So we're going to get the result 2, 4, and add 8. Now we're going to learn our next step. So yeah. So slice negative result. So yeah, when I do this, you can understand. So it means now we're gonna slice using negative index. So is underscore values dot slice, right? Now we're gonna slice, and now the value is gonna be minus 3 comma minus 1. So minus 1. So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about negative index. So I'm gonna console.log is the slice negative result. So now what's this minus 3 and minus 1? So everybody knows about positive index. It goes like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the negative index starts with minus 1. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and minus 7. So minus 3 to minus 1, which means minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3, right? So minus 3 is included and minus 2 is included, but minus 1 is not included. So we're gonna get the result 17 and 19. So yeah, let's check it out. It's a bit confusing. So yeah, at first we will check whether it will work on it. So yeah, 17 and 19. Whereas the first index should always be like lesser in case of negative index, right? So when I write something like minus 1 comma minus 3, so here it goes like this. So minus 1 is for this, minus 3 is minus 1, and minus 2 should is this, right? Like this 19 is minus 2 and the 17 is minus 2, but it doesn't go like this. So minus 1, after minus 1 there's no other value, right? Like when we go from this direction, I mean when we go from left to right direction, there's no other value minus after -1, so yeah, it returns empty array. So in this case it doesn't return, so it just returns empty array. So let's check. Sorry. So now it's gonna return empty array, just as I said. The indexing is from backward: -3, -2, -1, sorry, -1, -2, -3. But here the slice always goes from left to right. So when I write something -1 and then -3, so that's why it just returned empty array. So if we write -3 and -1, it works fine. So yeah, this slice negative result, this slicing in with negative index is a bit confusing because we are familiar with positive index and that's what we do most of the time. So yeah, so now we're gonna read our last method, and that is our eighth method. It is reduce method. So now this reduce method is a bit confusing. Yeah, so now we're gonna I'm gonna keep spending. So yeah, create one array. So yeah, array of whom? Array of people with that is. So yeah, we're gonna create array like this. First, I'm gonna go with the simple one, and then first 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, 3 and 4. Now I'm gonna reduce this array to get the total sum of this. Yeah. So yeah, this ARR people. Sorry, const reduce result equals to ARR people dot reduce, and now it takes argument. So first is the total. So at first I'm gonna write and then I'm gonna explain, right? So at first it takes the total, so or it takes the accumulator. We know the accumulator always holds the default value or something like that. So yeah, so let's go with the total, comma, and after that is, I mean current value. So yeah, ARR people, comma. After that, it also holds the third argument that we call index, like 0, 1, 2, but most of the time we don't even need it. So let's cancel it for now. So now I'm gonna reduce this array. Now this return, what it will return is total plus, because I want a sum of that ARR people ages, right? So yeah, people control D ARR array of people is. So yeah, so now when we print it, console.log ARR people ages, right? So now we're gonna get the total of those ages, right? So total age of people is 2, and then comma, yeah, check. Okay, I wrote ARR people ages. It should be reduced result. So yeah, now the age is 10, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, this is how this reduce method works. It basically takes the total, which we can also say the accumulator, and with this total value, always take this as an initial value, and this ARR people, this iterates over the time. So first it's gonna be 1, after that it's gonna be 2, 3, and like that. So yeah, now this is working fine. So now I'm gonna do something like, if I remove this, right? So what happens? Will it still work or will it show me an error? Load. So yeah, it shows me an error. Reduce of empty array with no initial value. So we can fix it. it takes the second argument as default value. So even if the array is empty, if I provide this default value, this 0 is used by this total. So now we are good to go. Now let's see this error. So yeah, total age of people 0. So I always recommend you to use the second argument as default value, right? Because even if the array is empty, we will not see any console with error. So yeah, that's pretty good to always use that second argument. So yeah, good, right? So yeah, here I'm gonna create array. Their DB will be master. Their name will be, sorry, their name will be Howard, and so I'm gonna copy it. Control C, Control V, and after this Control V. So yeah, now we will have Control D, PhD folder. First will be Sheldon. Here I'm taking reference from Big Bang. So yeah, if anybody have watched it, please do comment. And you can also recommend some other series as well. So the aim. So now we are gonna reduce this array, the scientist array, into an object which have the properties like if they have the same degree, they will fall under the same array. So we're gonna be creating array which will have the same degree. So once I do it, you can understand it. So first what we're gonna do is cast scientist with this result scientist, and then we're gonna map, sorry, and then we're gonna reduce. So now first will be the group of scientists, and the second one will be the scientist itself, and equals to. So now we're gonna take their degree. This scientist will have that object, so scientist dot this degree, right? So yeah, this degree, and now we're gonna check, and this group scientist will be our object like this. So if this group scientist has this dynamic property which is degree, and that is variable because we are PhD and the another one is master. So yeah, if it doesn't existed, so like if it's null, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create group scientist with the same name, that is with the degree array. So we are gonna creating an array. Yeah, so yeah, and now this what we're gonna do is we need to push scientist into this array, right? So we have already known about that push method. So here we're gonna try it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use that group scientist. This is array, so we're gonna have the method like push. What we will add there is our scientist. So here scientist, and now we will be returning this return. What we will return is group scientist. So console.log scientist reduce result. Yeah, it's so let's is not a function. I forgot to write something here. That's the degree. And now it will work. So yeah, what we got is master. Here we first we got object which have properties like their master, and master is the array we have just created. And now what data master holds is, yes, inside master we have name Howard, and inside PhD we have name Sheldon, and in, so pretty much that's it. So this is the result of reduce. So yeah, these are some of the array methods. So in the next video, if you really like this one, in the next video, we will be learning some interview questions using the array methods from the JavaScript and many more. So yeah, please do like, subscribe and comment. So bye bye.